I think the time have come when you people have to take me for, or rather take every bit of my word. I came out here and I told us that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to be convicted. That after the conviction, then they will cripple Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with the political solution. Because the sentence they are going to give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a sentence that even if you go for appeal can never quash it. You understand me? If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu go for appeal, now highest appeal will say, okay, they will revoke it from life sentence to 30 years or 25 years. You get the point now? You go to Supreme Court. The Supreme Court will then side with appeal on what they judged and tell you that you have a life sentence, but you have been revoked and bring down to 25 years or 30 years. Look at the people who is holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The people, the idiots. I repeat, the idiots. The mother Fs who is holding Nnamdi Kanu, who are celebrating today, or rather yesterday, that Nnamdi Kanu have been convicted. Kanu's conviction, it is time to explore political solutions. Deputy Speaker Kalu. These are the same idiots who came and told you that I'm working on the ground to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. There's no any time he mentioned to you that, okay, let's wait and see what the court will do. And if they convict him, then we'll go for political solution. Now he come out now openly to let you know that truly they are the one that convicted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And then after that they will then go for political solution. I don't know who Nnamdi Kanu buys the idea that made him to chase his lawyers. I don't understand. Because if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu need to be free from there, he would have accepted whatever condition they gave to him and put pen to hand to paper. Because political solution is as bad as you are not going to do anything again concerning this movement, or we allow you to rot here in jail, and you have no other option unless you decided to become another Nelson Mandela and you put hand in paper. The same thing he refused to sign before his conviction, then he will later sign it after conviction. The question there now is, who are we going to hold responsible for what is happening now? Who? Probably our Southeast governors. My happiness is that the matter of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is at the floor of the House of Reps, the Congress they are having now to deliberate, or rather to stand on the CPC of Nigeria, country of particular concern. So one of the traitors have been spotted. He don't come out now openly tell you that yes, we allow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be convicted. Another headline. Nnamdi Kanu, the law they apply for Igbos is not the same as for the other Nigerians. This is Adolphus Wabara. Yeah, this is Adolphus Wabara. I never had his voice on the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. These are the people who said, let's convict him and then we will cripple him by political solution. Immediately after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's conviction, all of them sprung. They come out now to begin to talk. Another one here. Senator Baribe speaks on Nnamdi Kanu's sentencing on the floor of the Senate. Look at the one that will shock you. APC Governor Tom Kebi plays support for rescue of abducted schoolgirls. APC governors. So automatically, Governor of Enugu State is there. Governor of Imo State is there. Governor of Ebonyi State is there. These states have been on a serious attacks on different occasions. No gathering of any APC governors in the southeast. What this one implies? It implies that the blood of an Igbo man does not matter, just like the blood of a black man does not matter to the whites. So all the whole people that is dying in Okigwe, because as I'm talking to you, Okigwe is in a very great war. They are not human beings. Hope Udodinja will not convey the APC governors meetings to come to the southeast, at least to come and sympathize with him. My brothers, this story is becoming more interesting day by day. But anyway, let me go straight to the reason why we're here this morning. Please, if you're watching me from anywhere, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, on X or IG, kindly subscribe, follow us on our social media handles. And as you are following us, my prayer is that your village people will never follow you again. They will leave you in peace. Let's read what Benjamin Okalo said. The brothers, that is, these are the brothers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from the same state who supposed to work tirelessly to free him, but said, no, we must cripple him with longer sentence. That thing he refused to sign in peace, he will sign it in pieces. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that when he died, Biafra will come very quick. I hope he did not hold the lines of sacrificing himself for Biafrans. Because the people he is sacrificing for, none of them want it, including I myself. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, this one that they call somebody died Sarah, none of them want it. We abandoned him when he needed some. God have mercy. Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Benjamin Okalo, have expressed confidence in President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's willingness to listen to the pleas of a well-meaning Igbo leaders regarding the convicted leader of indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Okute News report that Kanu made this known in a statement issued on Thursday in Abuja by his chief press secretary, Livinus Nwabo Ijogo. Kanu expressed optimism that Kanu will be freed through a political approach, stressing that the president will not be averse to it. According to him, all hope for Kanu's freedom is not lost, despite the conviction. He urged the people of Southeast, and indeed all Nigerians, to remain calm, because we have jailed him. He said, it is now time to explore political solutions that had been hindered because the matter was before the court. Let me ask you before I proceed. So we now have a government who will obey any judgment that is in their favor, but anyone that is not in their favor, they will not obey it. And then you tell me that because the matter is in the court, it has been hindering political solution. That same court, higher court for that matter, appeal court is higher than high court. How can appeal court set somebody free, then high court will be the one to jail that person, and then the government will say, yes, the judgment of appeal court is bad dash. We can now obey the judgment of the lower court. Which country does that? If not an animal kingdom, a banana republic, a country that has been ruled by fools, and a country that has been ruled by animals, by those who are supposed to be in jail for life. Most of them supposed to be representing us like animals in the zoo. If you look at Tinubu and look at chimpanzee, is there any difference there? A country that negotiates with terrorists is now the country to convict Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This one is a case of we versus them. It is well. But now that the court has finished, it is time to intensify the request for the president's intervention, and we are sure that the president is not averse to it. We are going to get it. All hope is not lost. Our people should remain calm. Kanu's conviction came after a federal high court in Abuja, presided over by Injustice James Omotosho, sentenced him, the IPOB leader, to life imprisonment on Thursday for terrorism. I asked this question before on my previous video. Sentenced to life imprisonment in where? In Kuje prison, or sentenced to life imprisonment in that same solitary confinement? This thing is not adding up. Somebody need to clear us. Because yes, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was sentenced to death. In where? Because before you sentence somebody to death, you must pronounce you have been sentenced to death, you have been sentenced to life imprisonment in Kuje prison. You have been sentenced to life imprisonment in Wawa prison, Niger State. You have been sentenced to life imprisonment in Kirikiri prison, which is in Ikeja, Lagos. Where is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's be sentenced? Or sentenced in prison, life imprisonment, the same solitary confinement in DSS. Somebody should please answer me. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu been in DSS, they will buy him there. Even in the open court, he's been attacked by DSS officials. Then tell me what happens behind the scene. Behind the camera. Former Senate President Adolphus Wabara has asserted that the laws applied to Igbos are not the same as those used for other Nigerians. Following the life imprisonment handed down to the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Okute News reports that the Federal High Court in Abuja, presided over by Injustice James Omotosho, on Thursday sentenced Nnamdi Kanu to life imprisonment. Injustice Omotosho had earlier convicted Kanu on all 7-count charges leveled against him by the Fulani government. The judges sentenced Kanu to life imprisonment for counts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. He also sentenced Kanu to 20 years for count 3 without the option of a fine. The judge sentenced Kanu to 5 years in prison for on count 7 without the option of a fine. Reacting to the verdict, Wabara described the judgment as unjust, saying it was not Kanu alone, but the entire Igbo race that had been imprisoned for life. Exactly what I said, but some people will not understand. Wabara expressed shock that while a Boko Haram leader was sentenced to just 5 years in prison, 24 hours earlier, Kanu, a non-violent activist, received a life sentence. According to him, Kanu is not a terrorist, but a freedom fighter advocating against injustice towards the Igbo people. He stressed that the judgment will be appealed, expressing hope for a favorable outcome at the Court of Appeal or the Supreme Court. He added, the law they apply for Igbos is not the same as the other Nigerians. The real terrorist is being rehabilitated and reintegrated, while peaceful IPOB members face harsh sentence for legitimate demands. Senator Enyinnaya Abaribe speaks on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's sentencing. Former Senate Minority Leader, Senator Enyinnaya Abaribe, has expressed sadness over the conviction and life imprisonment handed to the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, but said the judgment did not come as a surprise. Abaribe said this in a statement issued in Abuja on Thursday by his media advisor, Uchenna Awom. According to him, the sentence was widely expected as several concerns raised by stakeholders during the trial pointed to a predictable conclusion. He said the life sentence handed down to Kanu had long been anticipated. Many people had predicted this outcome. Abaribe recalled earlier appeals urging the Fulani government to consider granting Kanu amnesty, similar to programs extended to other armed groups across the country. He noted that the refusal to consider such pleas signaled what Thursday's judgment would eventually be. Abaribe further stated, many Nigerians have observed the contrast between engagement with armed groups in the northeast, northwest of Nigeria, as well as amnesty programs in the south-south. This has led to a concern about fairness and equal treatment. The senator, who has been one of the most vocal advocates for a political solution to Kanu's prolonged trial, urged citizens, especially in the southeast, to remain calm despite their disappointment. He called for renewed hope in this justice system and appealed for unity during what he described as a difficult moment. Abaribe noted that with the court verdict now delivered, the matter effectively rests with Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He expressed optimism that the president will factor national cohesion, unity and fairness into any decision taken henceforth. We must remain calm and pray. May Nigeria succeed, thrive and advance in entire equality and fairness, he said. To me, may Nigeria never succeed. I repeat, may Nigeria never succeed. Let the blood of the innocent Biafrans killed during 1966 coup, 1967 war to 1970 till death, may it speak against Nigeria at every point in time. And if you believe this, let me hear a louder amen at the comment section of this video. God must surely punish Nigeria. APC governors storm Kebbi State as they play support for abducted girls. I have no business with these people. Get out of here. My people, I beg. Now here we go take bar break, eh? That APC, thunder go fire them and do them, man. If you like this message and you enjoy it, always follow us, because we always deliver as promised. Make sure this message go viral. Share it in all your platforms, or rather in all the platforms you belong. And also you people have to join me in this prayer. May every hand that ever said anything concerning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, or rather that the ones who wrote, who signed for that yesterday to be effective, may that hand never produce anything good. Please, if you don't mind, join me in this prayer, and it shall be well with you.